Greetings everyone, DJ Weiler with you for another wonderful Monday afternoon, October 16th, 2017, right here on the official Extra Life for Kids channel. Let me point the right way. Extra Life for Kids, yes, right here on Twitch, bringing you the best in gaming and saving kids' lives at the same time. As you can see, what do we got here? Oh yes, we've got it. We've got the official Celebration Extra Life 2017 T-shirts. Came in the mail. In fact, I mentioned this last week. This is the first show I can do with the T-shirt. I'll do it. As I get the T-shirt in, well, I got the T-shirt like the next day or the day after last week's show. So it's awesome stuff. So there we go, live and in person. So we can support that today, and that's one of the rewards that we can earn here as gamers for participating in Extra Life. The Extra Life T-shirt is just one of them for being a platinum level participant. There's two levels of participation in Extra Life. There's the classic level and the platinum level. Classic level is free. You just go to www.extra-life.org to sign up. Go through the sign up process to become a participant, and that's it. It only takes a couple of minutes to sign up for either level. And so you're good to go right after that, and you're a participant, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good to go, and you can earn some rewards even at the classic level, like discounts on game codes, discounts on XSplit, which is, or you get actually a free 3-month XSplit license, which is streaming software. So if you happen to be a streamer, very nice little thing there. You get a discount for a nice handcrafted wooden Extra Life specific smartphone case. So all sorts of good stuff that we get rewarded for just by being participants. So again, if you want to go the extra mile, you want to become a platinum level participant, you just pay a $15 registration fee when you register, or you can actually upgrade yourself anytime after your initial registration with Extra Life in the same calendar year, and you can upgrade yourself to being a platinum level participant. And that essentially opens up the next tier rewards, which the first of the platinum level rewards is the T-shirt that I have on here. And there we go. I want to make sure I'm on the air here in our Discord. And our Stream Team Discord channel too, as well. Still the logo out. There we go. There we go. All right, now we're back on track. I've got to put myself into the voice channel. Oh yes, there's Aerodocious. You know that shirt. Oh yes, the game sounds a little loud. All right, I think I can adjust that. Okay. Now we can bring the music down. Volume a little bit there too. That's what we'll do. There we go. We'll do the music volume. There we go. That should hopefully sound a little bit better. But yes, the Extra Life T-shirt. So where was I? Oh yeah. So again, you can sign up to become a platinum level participant when you register for the first time in each calendar year, or any time after your initial registration. You can just go back in and upgrade yourself by paying that $15 registration fee. Again, it opens up the higher tier rewards. So you get the Extra Life Celebration shirt, which is for 2017. This actually changes. The logo changes every year. There is a contest that any Extra Life participant, currently registered participant, can partake in, and that's to actually design the logo of the T-shirt. So this changes every year. So this is 2017. But you can earn this if you are able to raise $200 for your hospital. And we also have a $500 and a $1,000 tier rewards. And those are nice, about this size, Olympic style type silver and gold medallions. Are you all done eating? Did you even eat any cheese or ham? Okay. It looks like you just ate the top roll, Abs. But we're going to save that for later. So if you want a snack or you get hungry again, you eat that sandwich, okay? That's good. Good thinking. That's where Dave put his other sandwich too. Trying to quick eat a little bit of lunch before we go on air. But anyway, so yeah, that's those are the kind of rewards we get as a platinum level participant. So it's really nice, really awesome what Extra Life does for us here. So like I said, quick and easy to sign up. Free at the classic level. You still get rewarded. Only $15 at the platinum level. And of course, you get to earn the T-shirt and the medal as well. If you can raise a bit of bling for your hospital. But that's what Extra Life is. You know, Extra Life got started back in 2008. And it's basically a fundraising extension of the Children's Miracle Network, but it's for us, specifically the gamers. And you don't have to be a hardcore gamer to participate. If you can just play a game. If your family does like a weekly or a monthly just family game night where you get together and play Monopoly or Ticket to Ride or anything like that, you guys get together, just have some fun for an evening. You guys can participate too. I mean, as long as you can play a game, you're able to participate in Extra Life and raise some money for the kids of your local Children's Miracle Network hospital. This stuff is very important. What we do here is very important. The Children's Miracle Network and Extra Life for these hospitals. Because these hospitals treat kids with cancer, serious injury, illness, birth defects, you name it. That's what these hospitals are there for. You know, psychological issues. And they offer all sorts of other programs and services on top of just sheer treatment in a hospital. There's violence prevention initiatives. There's research and development for cutting-edge procedures and treatments and stuff like that. And all this stuff obviously costs money. And these hospitals will treat kids regardless of the family's ability to pay, and of course, obviously, regardless of the insurance company's willingness to pay for whatever treatment or whatever stuff these kids need. So this money is very important for these hospitals, you know, not only to operate, but operate at a top level of effectiveness and efficiency in order to give the kids and their families, you know, the treatment that they need in order to, you know, make their lives better, and more than often than not, save their lives. So at the end of the day, by becoming a participant, and if you happen to donate, you know, if you happen to be somebody who donates to a participant, you're both real-life heroes here, because you are literally saving kids' lives by being a participant and by donating. Of course, if you are a participant, you can also donate. In fact, I think one of the steps in the process of signing up is the option to donate. Make a donation to your hospital through your own participant page. So everybody should do that. Everybody who's a participant should at least donate $1, $5, whatever it is, to your own hospital. Get the ball rolling, because at the end of the day, you know, no participant should end up with $0 raised, because even if you only raise $1 or $5, it all makes a difference to the kids. It all helps the kids and the hospitals do what they need to do. And so, no donations too big, no donations too small, but probably one of the most important donations you will ever get is the one that you do make to your own hospital through your own participant page. Like I said, I'll get the ball rolling. People see that you're serious about what you're doing and serious about your commitment to helping the kids of your hospital, and that'll encourage them to donate to you as well. So in the meantime, a little bit, still about as loud as your microphone. Yeah, I figured as much. I think I can drop this down a bit there too. There we go. That might help things a bit too on that end. I can bring up my microphone too. There we go. I always got to make them adjustments, you know. But anyway, let's get on with the other major portion of what we do here at Extra Life, and that's playing some games, eh? Playing some games and talking about Extra Life. Yahoo! Alright, so what we want to do here, let's go to Extra Life Large. Yes, let's do our large window. Alright, so the last couple of weeks, we were doing our Southwest mission here for Extra Life, the Southwest map here. So we actually completed it over the last couple of weeks, so that's not bad. So we got this week and next week left to go for Sid Meier's Railroads. And then on the 30th, we'll be popping into Guild Wars for the Guild Wars Halloween, aka Mad King Thorn event. So let's see. Let's try a different challenge here. Let's try a different mission. and see what we can do here. So there's the southeast, or southwest rather. So that's what we played the last couple of weeks. So let's see what else we have available to us. Hill Valley Rush, multiplayer map designed for 4 players. The map contains very little in the way of hills or valleys, so tracks will be cheap and trains will be fast. So this looks like this is more of a custom multiplayer, okay. Custom multiplayer, custom multiplayer, custom multiplayer. So these are just different things. So I'm more interested in actual landforms here. So the Northeast I've been playing a lot on my own, or used to play a lot on my own channel and doing YouTube videos for. I haven't, I've done it in sandbox mode. I haven't done it in mission mode here. I think this is designed to be slightly harder than the Southwest area. Area stretching from New York in the Northeast to Washington D.C. in the Southwest. It covers 1830 to 1970, which spawns the humble beginnings of the American steam train through the modern era of diesels. This is recommended for players of all skill levels. So let's see what our actual missions are here. Connect New York, Philadelphia, and Washington. That shouldn't be too difficult. Upgrade your depots in New York, Philadelphia, and Washington. That shouldn't be too difficult either. And we've got 50 years to make that connection. Deliver 50 carloads of immigrant passengers from New York to Washington, D.C. So fairly straightforward there. It's essentially just a passenger line between New York, Philly, and D.C. And 50 years to get that squared away. And then we've got another 50 years to create an economic empire by having a net worth of 20 million and purchasing a 50% stake in another railroad. So I might need an AI player in order to get that complete. Ensure the future of your business by building or purchasing a steel mill in New York. Establish your dominance in the steel market by shipping 100 carloads of steel from your New York steel mill. So that pretty much sounds like there's actually a lot of Pensy towns here too. Bit in Maryland, a lot in Jersey too, but it looks like it's really only, the mission itself is really only focusing on the 3 main cities here in the Northeast. Interesting. So what we got? Oh, we got the Midwest. Okay, Midwest area stretching from Chicago to Pittsburgh. 1840 to 1970, so 10 years after, it starts 10 years later than the northeast scenario. A number of difficult tasks to complete and is not recommended for beginners. Well, I'm not necessarily a beginner, but mission-wise, I sort of am. Recreate the railroad line with the same name by connecting Pittsburgh, Fort Wayne, and Chicago. Enter the steel market by building a steel mill in Pittsburgh. We have 45 years to do all that. Help build the world's first skyscrapers by delivering 25 carloads of steel from your factory in Pittsburgh. Let's see what else we got here. And we also have the Northwest, okay. Moderate to skilled players. We have Great Britain. As the majority of Great Britain covers the time period between 1829 and 1957, the scenario begins in the early days of steam technology, starting with Stevenson's Planet and continuing the modern area with lots of machines like the A4 Mallard and Gresley's Flying Scotsman. This scenario is of average difficulty, suitable for most players. Okay. Oh, we have France. Vive la France! His mission covers scenarios average difficulty in Germany. Seems fairly simple. Island hopping. Okay, so these are the custom maps now. Okay. So we got Germany, France, Great Britain, and basically the 4 major regions. We don't have anything in the southeast. That'd be the only map we would be missing there, the southeast. So I guess, you know, I've played the northeast. Like I said, I've played the northeast quite a bit. So this might give me a little bit of a leg up here. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's do my neck of the woods this week and next week here for our train or our building here. So we want things nice and easy. Train table mode is the sandbox mode. We'll go investor. We'll go things simple and easy, simple and easy. I don't want any AI players. Start 1830, end 1970. Training, contain all trains. Yeah, I don't necessarily want cities randomized. I want them to be where they generally are. We don't want terrain to be randomly generated either. I sort of want things to be the way they are there. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's just jump right into it and do the Northeast. Isambard K. Brunel. Brunel began his work as an engineer beside his father, a designer of the Thames Tunnel, before heading into his own, designing various bridges and steamships throughout his career, such as the massive Great Eastern Steamer. According to the chief, here we go. Okay. It is the year 1830, and the United States has barely begun its epic journey down the tracks of a railroad history. Only 23 miles of railroad track exist today, but the future seems to stretch to infinity for those who control the rails. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, there's Harris. So we have to start in Harrisburg, even though we Abs, stop. If you need help, come over here and I can help you. So there's Lancaster, York, Aberdeen, Wilmington, Reading. There's Philly, Allentown, Easton. So this is where already we got a bit of a pain in the butt, because Harrisburg, we don't need to do anything with Harrisburg, but we can't build any rail without connecting to an existing track. So we have to start in Harrisburg. So we've got to go Harrisburg to Philly, and here's Washington down here. Here's Washington. So these are the connections we got to make. So we got to get Washington, so we can go up through, so we can pretty much go straight north to Philly, cross here to Trenton, and into New York. So we're just going to have this little dinky rail here coming from Harrisburg into Philly. If we even have the money. I don't even know if we're going to have enough money to do it. So let's see. So we're already up to 200,000 there. Let me see something here. Yeah, see, as soon as that bridge pops, that's an additional 21,000, like right off the bat there. So we've got to build as cheaply as possible. So we're going to go Harrisburg through to York. We're going to come up past Lancaster here, and I think we can make it to Philly. Okay, so it's just a matter of doing it as cheaply as possible here. So no bridges. We don't want any bridges being built here. So we'll do this. So we'll come up right into Philly. Like that. Now, of course, once we try crossing rivers here, that's going to be an expensive proposition. And we're going to have to cross the Delaware between Philly and New York, and I don't know my geography. I think this is the Susquehanna here, or more or less I think it's supposed to be. Well, we've got two rivers. All right, so anyway, 194,000. Now let's see what we can do here. We got a terminal here. I don't believe we have a we don't have a depot here in Philly yet, do we? All right, so we're going to need a depot here. That's 50,000. So I'm thinking if I can afford depots here in York and Lancaster, I got to see how much train. What do we have available? So 20,000. And all we got is the grass. All we got is a little grasshopper. Little 30-mile-per-hour grasshopper. So that's only 20,000. So we just got to make sure we save up some money for that. So what we want to do here is we want to build a depot here in York. And we want to build a depot here in Lancaster. And this is really going to eat up the rest of our money here. Alright, so what we want to do here now... Oh, I missed that. Mayor of Scranton's cash incentives of first line to deliver 4 carloads of paper. Well, sorry Scranton, but I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near you. Or get anywhere near you here. That's going to be a bit of an issue, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't need you. We have our own challenges here to try to complete. Alright, good. So, okay. That removes that challenge there of having to buy another railroad or own stock or majority of the railroad. So we just need to make sure we have our net worth of 20 million. But again, this is going to be the big thing. I mean, I got 50 years to do it. Well, not anymore. It's 1832. So we've got 48 years to do this. But like the Southwest map, this is that's going to be that's really the most challenging part. This stuff here shouldn't be that difficult to achieve by that year, if not before that year. Alright, so let's see here. So we're going to need a train. We're going to want to start in Harrisburg. You know what? Hold on. Before we do that, we might want to do some mail too. Lancaster actually doesn't need any passengers, so we don't have to worry about that. So it looks like we're just going to go passengers and mail. We gotta just do between York and Harrisburg till we can get some cash here and get some cash and additional trains that are going to be a lot faster to cover this distance a lot easier. Now trees, we need, let's see where there is nothing. Are there no... Okay, here's a wood company here. Oh, okay, we got a wood company out here. I was about to say, are there absolutely no wood companies anywhere? That's what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for... Okay, they demand the goods, but I want to know where the timber lies at. So we've got timber here, timber. So this is up by New York, isn't it? Or up north. Where is this timber company? Should be right here. Yep, around here. Yeah, really, this guy will be the most beneficial here. So we might get that going as well. All right. In the meantime. Hello there, Miss Abigail Rose. Let's get our 1, 2, 3. We'll do 1 mail. That's slow.
We gotta pick up Aaron.
Not yet. We don't have to pick up Aaron for an hour and a half there, Abs.
Why?
Because that's the way it is. Oh, I was about to say what? No, stop. So we're going to do that. So we're just going to go back and forth there. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to leave things as is. Don't do that, please, Abs. All right, so let's watch our little Plantagenet. Oh, you know what? We got to on calls.
We're going to get my own bone back.
Yeah, you can get your own headphones. You need to leave my microphone alone for now.
I beat the cat.
You fed the cat?
Yep, I did.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did not pick up any mail? Or did I add the wrong car? I might have added the wrong car. That's not a mail car. Yeah, I added a steel car. Idiot. There we go. Okay. That'll switch off once we change around here. There's our mail car. Thank you. Yep. No. Stop. No, you can't right now. No, absolutely not. Stop. Go get your headphones. Go get your headphones and you can wear your headphones. Stop. Behave. Yes, you need to behave. Thank you. Okay. All right, we got the Norse. A little bit faster. Yeah, 14, 15 miles per hour. The grasshopper, that's what it is, a grasshopper. That's what it looks like, a little grasshopper now, don't it? You got it? Really, Abs? You're quite clever there. Here, you okay with that? Okay. Okay, there you go. Mommy, get your mouse out.
I want you to get that out.
Get your headphones out.
No,
The mouse.
no, get down.
Okay. Everything's tangled. Let me untangle it for you. There we go. Yes, you can wear your own headphones. Let's try to get all this stuff untangled here. It should have gave you wireless, but yeah. Because your head's a little too small yet for this kind of stuff, Abs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Let's tie up some of these cords here. Alright, so we're back up to making a little profit here. We got $250,000. We're almost got a net worth of $2 million here. So I think what we can start doing now is try to buy the Norris and start getting some runs between Philly and York here. I know. I just want to wrap up the cord. I want to wrap up the cord so the cord stays out of the way, okay? There we go. That way we have less of a mess for you here. Okay, there we go. 298. So Norse, I think. Here you go. Here's your mouse now. Okay, there you go. We'll have to tie up the headphones. Let's wrap this up like this, shall we? Nope, we got the cat's toy here. We don't need the little cat toy. Okay, there you go. Cat toy there. So I'm going to need something to wrap up the headphone cord here, aren't I? Okay, there's your headphones. We'll put the headphone cord back over here, okay? There we go. Alright, we're up to 358, so okay. Let's, oh, hang on here. There we go. Harrisburg, 4 and 3, so we still got plenty of supply and demand there. York 1 and 1. See, that's the problem. Oh, Alden's a dual manufacturer. How about that? So going between York and Philly is not going to be conducive because we're not going to have a lot to pick up here in York. One thing I could think to do would be to just supply from Philly, just drop people off. No, there's no return passengers or mail from York yet, or take no back to Philly, which really cuts the profitability of that train in half. Because that return trip is just costing us money. We're not making any money on it. We gotta get York to grow up here so there's more of a demand. They demand food and steel. The question is, where is steel? My lips says, Perez promises tax cuts. Extra cash drives up demand for manufactured goods. That's good. I've got the only manufactured goods I can attempt to do here is for Lancaster. What I could attempt to do, though, is get to Philly to New York and get mail and passengers that way. Try to do this as cheaply as possible. I think coming up this way might be my best option. So let's take a look at how much this is going to cost me. We got over $500,000. Don't play with anything there, Abs. Do not. So this is going to be the costly part of this venture here, but fortunately, okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. Let's just drop you off there. Is Trenton? Okay, Trenton even will do passengers too, so that's good. So let's bring you right here into New York, like that. There we go. Okay. So we've got that connection. We need depots. That's 100,000 right off the bat here. Because we will add Trenton into the mix, because that'll help with profitability a bit there. So let's start off here in New York. There's our Norris, 40,000. Okay, so we're going to start here in New York. 1, 2, 3. I think we can do a mail car. I think that'll help. So we're basically cutting our speed in half with 5 cars. Then we can go to Trenton. Then we can go to Philly. And then we can head back to Trenton. And now take us back to New York. Alright, let's do it. Let's follow our Norris here for a trip.
All aboard!
All aboard! There goes the mail sack. Old Smoky. Oh, wow, look at that. We got some flames popping down there. Of course, if anybody has any questions about Extra Life or things you might want to know about participation or anything like that, go ahead and ask away. I'll do my best to answer them, as will Aerodash as well. Aerodash, part of our stream team here as well. Taking a little bit of time off, so I shanghaied his spot just until he's ready to return, of course. We do have National Game Day coming up, the big event, the main event, coming up in 18 days or so. Today is what, I think, what did I say? It was 83, day 83 of 100 Days of Gaming as well, which is a little challenge us participants partake in, and that's playing one game every day for 100 consecutive days. Talk about Extra Life, and oh, okay, we got our American to talk about Extra Life and hopefully raise a little bit of money for our, it's a little bit faster, our Children's Miracle Network hospitals. The National Game Day is November 4th and November 5th this year. In fact, it says it right, yes, November 4th, 2017. National Game Day starts. I am doing my marathon 25-hour marathon starting November 3rd, Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's one of the great things about Extra Life. Yeah, there we go. Game day. Thank you, Extra Life for Kids. The game day. Yes, we've got 2 weeks, 4 days, and 11 hours. Now, that's one of the great things about Extra Life is that, I mean, the fundraising year is essentially all year long. You can register to become a participant on New Year's Day, January 1st. Yeah, you will definitely. Hey, place bid, place bid, place bid, place the bid. Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was about to say. There we go. Thank you. Woohoo! Speed record with our Norris. Alrighty. Okay. But yeah, I mean, so the fundraising year essentially lasts from January 1st until December 31st. So you have the full calendar year to participate in Extra Life and to raise money for your Children's Medical Network Hospital. So that's one of the great things about Extra Life. We have our National Game Day, which is sort of the main event where we all get hyped up. A lot of people do their marathons that weekend, but you don't even have to do a marathon. You don't have to do it that weekend. Like I said, you know, you can do your fundraising however you want between January 1st and December 31st. You can fundraise for an hour a day for all 365 days, if that works best for you. Coal pollution, ooh. Well, that's okay, because we don't own any coal plants or anything like that. And we got some cheaper rails, so we can start building some rails here. So, alright, so good. Looks like we're in pretty good shape here with our Norse stopping off at Trenton. Good. So like I said, you know, I found, this is my 5th year doing Extra Life. So this will be my 5th marathon. So let's see, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, yes, 2017. This will be my 5th marathon. I found after the first 2 years, I did it on National Game Day starting 8 a.m. On Saturday morning and going till 8 a.m. Sunday afternoon, or Sunday morning. And it was fine. It was good. It was fun. I enjoyed every minute. But then I realized, you know, it kind of drags if you're starting. For me, at least, starting in the morning, and going, you know, already having, you know, you're basically doing your overnight shift right in the middle of the marathon. I found for me that sort of drained me a little bit too much. For one, you know, my Sunday was shot, you know, because when you're done, you're completely exhausted. You need to get that rest. You need to slow down. So it's like sleeping the rest of Sunday afternoon and evening, maybe getting up to get some dinner. So I decided, like, for my 3rd year, I decided, well, let me try doing it a little bit earlier. Let me try starting Friday night. So I did Friday night the last 2 years, starting about 7 p.m. in the evening, my time, and that actually worked out a lot better because I missed that. Oh, just a speed record. Okay. As I got them overnight hours out of the way right off the bat, and boom, I was into a nice full day Saturday of streaming, having some fun. Still tired, of course, naturally, because, you know, you're not sleeping for 24 hours. That gave me a chance to sort of relax before the marathon. I wasn't just getting up and then getting everything going. You know, I was able to, you know, relax, chill a bit, you know, take a little nap, and that kind of stuff, and be ready to go. And that worked rather well. And then that gives me, you know, that keeps me on my normal sleep pattern. You know, I got done Saturday evening, went right to bed, slept, got up Sunday, and, you know, again, rested Sunday to help the body recover. But at least I still had my Sunday to do some, you know, anything I needed to do that day. So that's how I do my marathons now. So I'm actually starting earlier this year because of just the way I have a set stream schedule now on my own channel. So I'm actually starting earlier because I have a normal stream slots or a normal stream schedule on a Friday afternoon where as coincidence would have it, stream for Extra Life on my own channel. So I'm going to start right in. I usually go 4 to 6 on Friday afternoon. So perfect time. Just start at 4 o'clock and go to 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Grab some dinner and hit the hay, and we're back in business on Sunday. Which, of course, this year is going to be a little bit more rougher because we got a lot more going on National Game Day weekend than we normally do. Plus it gives me time to good. I can start building up. Let me pause here for a minute because I can bring Washington in here and at least get everybody connected up. Where are you, Washington? But yeah, this year is going to be a bit of a trial because I have my in-laws coming in for the weekend because my older daughter, or our oldest out of the two, has confirmation for school that weekend. So Sunday afternoon is her confirmation. And as luck would have it, that Sunday is also the day of the regional cross-country championships in our area, here, the Philadelphia area. So, yeah. So Sunday is not really going to be a day of rest for us because as luck would have it, we're hoping that the cross-country meet gets done with just enough time for us to get Erin changed into her confirmation dress and get to the church on time, so to speak. So, yeah, so actually starting earlier this year might even be a little bit more of a help to me. Gives me a little bit more time to sleep and recover after the marathon. But yeah, the in-laws will be coming in Friday while I'm doing my marathon, so I'm not going to be able to see them anyway till Sunday. Get through the marathon on Saturday, sleep, wake up, get to the cross-country meet, which is fortunately in our local area this year, so that helps. Last year it was in Delaware, in which case we would never be able to make it this year if it was out of state. But do cross-country, rush to the church, sit in church for a couple hours, which means, yeah, I'm probably going to be nodding off in church, no doubt about that. Get that done with, and then by dinner time, we might be all done and back home again. So it's going to be a rough weekend. And unfortunately, that means I'm not going to be able to really watch a lot of the other festivities, which is one of the other reasons why I liked starting early the last couple of years, because then, by the time I'm done my marathon, I get to, I spent some time winding down before I went to sleep, watch some other people stream and stuff like that, help hang out with them for a little bit, get some sleep, wake up Sunday morning and catch the end of the festivities right here on the Extra Life for Kids channel. So stay tuned to this channel that weekend, the 4th and the 5th, because, we're going to have all the festivities. We're going to be hosting other streamers. We're going to have updates throughout the day. We're going to be, talking to Tori's parents, Tori Enman. How this whole thing got started was through her tragic death due to leukemia and other related illnesses to that. So her parents are on. The guy who got this all started, Jeremy Adams, he'll be on throughout the day, giving us updates and talking to him, doing interviews and all sorts of stuff. So it's a lot of fun stuff happening right here on this channel, Extra Life for Kids channel on Twitch on National Game Day. So be exciting to hopefully see how much of it I can actually catch this year. But again, that's the great thing about Extra Life. You do it how it works best for you. So again, if you can't do a 25-hour marathon, break it up throughout several days or several weeks, however you want to do it. Or if you want to do one but you can't do it that weekend, that's fine. You can do it another weekend. As a matter of fact, Try On Worlds is a corporate partner with Extra Life. So that's one of the important things I have not yet mentioned. Everything that is donated through participants here at Extra Life goes directly to the hospitals that they support. 100%, every single penny goes to the hospitals, goes to helping sick kids get better. And how Extra Life can do that is through their corporate partners like Twitch, like Wizards of the Coast, like Try On Worlds, to help Try On cover the back end, all that kind of stuff. So, in fact, just this past weekend, the 13th and the 14th, Try On Worlds had their marathon, fundraising marathon. So that was good stuff. So I was able to do a little bit of participation in that as well. Tryon Worlds does have a team that you can join, and help them help the team reach their fundraising goals, and you get rewarded by Tryon. Tryon has a whole bunch of nifty, neat rewards. I don't want to bridge. In each of their 6 games, for people who play on their team and play their games during their fundraising and marathon weekend and all that stuff. So a little bit more extra bling there, in addition to what Extra Life gives you. But yeah, it's in fact, Tryon Worlds even said is that they normally do it on National Game Day. They normally do their marathons on National Game Day. Unfortunately, this year, as it turned out, a lot of their devs and community managers and people who are involved with that just they have a lot of stuff going on that weekend, so they actually couldn't get together for that weekend. And this weekend was the best weekend for everybody to get together and do their fundraising. So that turned out rather well. I'm glad I actually checked in on their team when I did this week, so I could pop onto their team real quick to help with their fundraising efforts. And hey, you get some virtual goodies as well in all their games. So we got Baltimore, so now we'll bring us down here to Washington, so we're good there. Let's get a terminal here in Washington. New York to Washington line opens full business. There we go. So we are now connected. Let's get a, let's go here. So what we can do here, I think we can almost eliminate this guy. So even if I go a faster engine, it might not be as profitable because we're waiting a long time for York here to grow up. But what we can do here now, I think here, let's, let me pause here. Let's take a look at our challenge conditions here. 1851. Ooh boy, we got less than 30 years. To upgrade our depots, so we've got to get to terminals, and we've got to deliver 50 carloads of passengers from New York to Washington D.C. So and I got 29 years to do that. So that's the main course there. So I think what we want to do here, we want to get that going straight away. See, the question I have is, will it count if I have the train start at New York but make stops in Trenton, Philly, Baltimore, and DC? Pick up and drop off passengers, or is it going to consider stopping off at Baltimore then stopping off at Washington D.C. only Baltimore to Washington? See, that's the question I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Otherwise, I am going to have to do just one stop New York, one stop down here in Washington until we get our 50 carloads delivered. So I think what I want to do is do a little experiment here. So let's do this. Let's save the game where we're at. There. So we are going to go Extra Life Unite. You know what? I can go. I can rewrite this one. We're not gonna be doing anything with that saved game. So we will do this. We will rewrite that guy there. Yes, that's okay. You can overwrite that one. That way I don't have to do a new game save file and clutter up my save game tree there. Alright. So what I want to do is do this little experiment. So either way, we're going to get rid of this guy here. As soon as he soon as he drops off his passengers, we're just going to dump this train here. That way we get our cash. Alright, so we're getting rid of that. Let's pause here so we don't lose too much time. So what we're going to do, we're going to go, so we've got our American, the fastest one available right now, and this way we can always upgrade the engine as we unlock faster engines. But we're going to need him, so what we're going to do, we're going to start here. 1, 2, 3. I think we're going to go all passengers too, because as I saw, as our profits were ticking off as passengers and mail were being unloaded at Trenton, the mail was half the profit of passengers. So we want to go all passengers on this. And we've got to deliver 50 carloads. So we'll probably want to go 5. That way it's 10 trips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what I want to do just to test this experiment out here is make a stop at Baltimore before we make a stop at Washington. And then she's going to go directly back to New York. So let's take a look at this. We're going to follow our old smoky American here. Oh, hello. Let's rotate you, shall we? Zoom out just a bit here so we can see, and let's see how she rolls. And then after we conclude this little test here, once we hit Washington, I think what we'll do is take a quick little video break, just to show you where our efforts go, where the money goes, how the money helps these kids at the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. And then we'll be back to see what we need to... What? I don't know where the box is. Where did you put the box? Did you look in the bedroom? Is it in the bedroom? Well, looking down the hallway to the bedroom doesn't help you find it in the bedroom. Abigail, go to the bedroom and see if the box is in there. So yeah, so we'll see. Oops. I didn't want to do that. Let's do that. Thank you. Oh, I did it again. This is what I wanted to do. Thank you. There we go. Okay. It's not there? Okay, well, we'll have to look for it later. We'll have to look for it after we pick up your sister. But anyways, yeah, that's my main plan for when I do my marathon. I've got a few games lined up now, so of course, you know, you want to get your games lined up and sort of get a schedule going. You want to come up? You got to come up over on the other side here. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. There you go. Good job. So, you know, you want to, you know, depending on how you want to interact, if you happen to be a streamer, of course, you know, talking streaming wise for this moment, you know, if you want to interact with your audience, stuff like that, you want to be able to pick games, obviously, that are going to keep you sustained and keep you focused for your marathon. But you also want to have games to where you can do some interaction, which will help along, of course, well, you know, have an interaction with your viewing audience as well. Because the more you're interactive, stuff like that, the more potential donations you can get, the more fun you'll have, and again, the more focused and the quicker that marathon will get through. So I've sort of mixed it up a little bit here. I've got... No, it's not bye time. We still got a whole nother hour or so. Get your shirt down. Get your shirt down. No, stop. All right, we made it to Washington. You gotta eat your sandwich first.
No.
Yes.
No.
Alright, so we made it all the way to Washington with this stop at Baltimore. Now we're gonna head directly back to New York. No stops in between. Now, did that count? It did not. Okay. I'm gonna wait till we get back though. Let's wait till we get back to see if that counts. And that's sort of what I suspected. We're going to have to go New York directly to Washington. I'm not going to be able to make any other stopovers. Got the mogul. Okay. That's a freight train, though. Same speed as the American. American population and growing families demand more beef, study shows. Well, nobody's going to be getting beef here. We've got a certain number of challenges we need to meet. So that's going to be our primary focus here. We can train table lifts next week. It's just a refrigeration car. Yeah, I'm not really going to need that, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so I've got a few games lined up. You know, some of them are not going to be, you know, you can interact a little bit with the audience, but not really, you know, play with the audience, stuff like that. So got Sea Skylines lined up because that's a nice, easy game. You know, just doing a few things in that game, all of a sudden, you know, hours have gone by. So that'll help the time get through. That'll help me keep me focused on building up my sea stuff like that. So we're definitely going to do Sea Skylines. Plus, you know, as a streamer, you want to make sure you play games that are going to bring in an audience. Now, unfortunately, I'm kind of limited with what I can stream with my system here. So Sea Skyline seems to be still fairly popular. It'll bring some people in to watch. What else have we got lined up? In fact, I can look at what I've got lined up right here because I keep forgetting. I'm always forgetting a game or two. Alright, so we're back here in New York, so let me do this real quick. Let me open up my stream schedule. So what we got lined up here, and I can tell you. So what we got lined up, right, so strong Sea Skylines, like I said. Oh yeah, Stronghold Kingdoms, which is actually going to be kicking off the marathon because that's my regularly scheduled Friday Extra Life stream game. So Stronghold Kingdoms, which is a PvP game, so I can interact with people there. That seems to be pretty popular with a lot of the people I play with in the game. They'll come in and watch me. So I'll draw in an audience. I can interact with them in-game, interact with them in chat. Star Trek Online seems to be another one that people gravitate to watch on Twitch. Okay, so right, that didn't count. So we have to go direct. We're going to have to go direct. So we're going to have to reload our save game and do it that way. But otherwise, again, Guild Wars, another MMO. So I can use that as interaction between, you know, audience and actually being able to play with people and that kind of stuff. Plus, again, you know, Stronghold Kingdoms, Star Trek Online, Guild Wars, some of my favorite games. It's something I'll enjoy playing. So I'll be more focused. I'll be, you know, more engaged by playing those games as well. Like I said, City Skylines, Atlas Reactor, another one. I enjoy playing Atlas Reactor. Plus, I can give that out as a nod to Tryon Worlds, of course, with their support for Extra Life. But again, it's a battle arena game. I can play with. Well, go ahead and say bye without touching the keyboard. It's not time to say bye yet. So that gives me an opportunity to be able to play with people, interact with people in chat, that kind of stuff. All right, you got to get down. You got to get down so I can finish talking here, okay? All right? What else we got lined up here? And the last two I've got lined up here. These are in no particular order as well, except for Stronghold Kingdoms will be leading the show off, obviously. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone and Golf with Friends. Now, both, I guess Golf with Friends is considered an indie developed game. I think it's by a small independent studio, but these are both indie games. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone and Golf with Friends. And again, Golf with Friends. Nice little game you can interact with people with. Quick and easy game to play. Available on Steam, so it's, you know, if somebody, hey, I want to do, you know, if they have Steam, boom. Get the game download real quick and get in with it. So good. Another good interaction game, Golf with Friends. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone, likewise, available on Steam, all that stuff. But it has the unique... It's a mobile battle. It's sort of like a battle arena, but it has this unique feature of having a Twitch integration with it. So as you're playing the game, and if you activate what they call Twitch mode, what people in chat, just sitting there in chat, they don't even have to have the game. They don't even have to own the game or have the game installed or anything like this. So it's just somebody in chat watching me play Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. They can actually spawn enemies or take bets on which enemy is going to kill my drone and that kind of stuff. So great interaction with that. Again, they don't even have to have the game to be able to do that interaction. So that's another one that, again, I enjoy playing, and that'll have some fun interaction with Twitch. So as a streamer, those are the kind of things for your marathon that you might want to... No, because you're going to ruin the disc. You're going to ruin the disc. No, you're going to ruin the disc. So as a streamer, those are the kind of things you want to consider for when you do your marathon or your fundraising streams. To help bring in as much potential viewers, and obviously more viewers, more potential donations as well. Okay, in the meantime, let's take this quick video break anyway to see where this money goes that we're all going to be raising here today, tomorrow, National Game Day, and all the way through December 31st. So this is another miracle story here. This is Milka's story. So we'll see how Extra Life and the Children's Miracle Network helped Milka and her family. And, of course, they were able to do that by us signing up at www.extra-life.org to become participants and raise money for our local hospital as well. So we'll be back in a flash here, everyone. Sit back and enjoy this little look into Milka's life. And there we go with Milka's story. So again, one of the examples how what we do here at Extra Life really makes a difference in the lives of these kids. Hello, Fish, by the way, too. I saw you there earlier, but I was so distracted by everybody else. But thank you for joining us today, everybody, as well. For hanging out with me today for a little bit of Sid Meier's Railroads. But yeah, so that's and every little bit can make a difference. Every dollar counts. There's our mogul now. Okay, I'll explain what's going on here in just a second. And last year I used the hashtag, the thought process of $1 at a time. That's pretty much how the Children's Miracle Network has been raising money for the last 34 years. They got started in 1983, so it's about 34 years. Just really $1 at a time through those stylized balloons that you would find in your local business here in North America. You go in there, you just donate $1, you write your name or a little message on the balloon, and the business will put it up there. That's just $1, and that $1 can make a difference because a lot of those dollars just add up over time, to the tune of, for the Children's Miracle Network in any case, $5 billion they've raised since 1983. Again, most of it through those $1 donations. The same thing with Extra Life. I mean, we do it in spades here. Whether it be $1, $10, $1,000, a lot of the participants raise. It doesn't matter, whether you can raise $1 or that $1,000. It all adds up over time, and it adds up to almost $10 million just last year alone. We raised just shy of the $10 million mark, with over 55,000 people participating in Extra Life. Again, that's kind of one of the things that I've been getting on with my donate to your own cause car patent. Oh yes, we definitely want that. Get a bonus there to our passenger deliveries. Donate to yourself as soon as you register to become a participant. If you're already registered and you haven't donated to yourself yet, do it. Again, and when I mean donate to yourself, donate to your hospital, the hospital you have supported, because again, every single penny goes directly to the hospitals. Get the ball rolling. If every participant did that last year, not only would we have gotten $10 million, we probably would have gotten $11 million. We might have gotten even $12 million for these kids in these hospitals across North America, if every single participant had donated, $1 or $5 to their own hospital through their own participant page. So again, if you are a participant, donate to yourself. Again, you know, it shows that you're serious. It obviously helps the kids, helps your hospital, but it shows that you're serious, and it'll get the ball rolling for more donations to come your way as well. New York now demands manufactured goods. Well, that's good for New York. So here we are. While we are away on our little video break there, I reloaded our save game, and again, we got rid of the old train there, brought in our American and Old Smoky, and we are now on a direct route, the Red Eye, I think it's called, from New York to Washington. And as I suspected, that is what we need to do to satisfy this little victory requirement here. So I might upgrade this engine to get a little bit more speed out, so I can throw in some more carloads of passengers, but we'll see. We'll see how close we get. We got 22 years now. Unfortunately, it does take quite a bit of time to go from New York to Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, this is our second trip now from New York to Washington. So this is our second trip to Washington. It's taken us 70 years to make almost 2 trips at this point. So yeah, the time counted in the game, not quite on the realistic side. But I figure, yeah, so now we are 8 years old. So it's taken us 8 years to get to this point. You can see time is flipping by a little bit here. We don't want fast time, we want slow time. There we go. We want slow. Okay. But this is our only second year, so we're basically talking about a four years to make one round trip between New York and Washington. And so we have to make, this is going to be the second trip, so we're going to be at 10. We need 50, so we need 20, 30, 40, 50. 4 more. We need 8 more trips. So yeah, I don't think we're at right now is going to cut it. So we definitely have to get faster. We're only doing 5 crate loads right now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
why do you need this one?
I might actually have to double track this.
Why do you need new other one?
Because it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly and damp where we are at today. Sorry, I've been lurking, doing the bills and stuff. Yeah, no problem. Shay, lurk away. Lurk away. It's all good. So, as a matter of fact, we can only have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No way.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to have to do, I might have to double track this thing. Well, first things first, let's upgrade this guy. Hold on. I think I got an upgrade here, right? Yes, there we go. So a little bit better speed. It's freight now. Let me check speed here. Oh, okay, no difference. No difference in speed, so never mind that. That's not going to help me at all. American is more passenger preferred. It's more freight preferred. Yeah, so that's not really going to help. And we've only got, how many years have we got left here? About 20 years, I think, 1880? Yeah, we got 20 years left. So upgrading the terminals at this point is going to be fairly easy. Upgrading the depots here. So we're only by Baltimore. We need a faster train, so I can upgrade Philly here. To a station. We got plenty of cash now. We're at 1.8 million. We can upgrade to a terminal. So we're looking at 250,000 per terminal here. So we've got the cash to cover this, no problem. So we will definitely upgrade that. So what I am definitely going to have to do here is get 2 trains running at the same time here to Washington. New terminals open for business from Washington to New York City. You betcha, by golly, by wow. Okay. There's our terminal builds here. So that takes care of that little victory condition there. Right here, we got 19 years to get 40 more passengers delivered. Well, that is going to be the challenge right now. So we've already got this guy on the way back. So what we're going to do, we're going to track her up here. Do a double track, I guess. Yeah, I've got to do, I think I do it on this side here. Yep, this is the way she splits off there. Right into Washington. So this is going to be a nice long double track. Going to be expensive, but I think I should have the funds to cover it. Double track. So let's keep her running here. Let's see how much this is going to end up costing us. So we're looking at $626,000. So that's basically half our current capital right now. Boom. Done. Now we've got to get trains rolling here. We got to rock and roll here. Going to wait for this guy to make it down to Washington again, but I don't have the time. I've got to get the ball rolling here. Mail passengers has got to see with 8 cars. 8 cars. He drops right down to about 20 miles per hour. He's about 24. It's still, even though it's freight preferred, it's still faster with 8 cars attached. So we definitely have to go with the mogul here. We gotta go Washington. We're going all 8 cars. So we're at 31 miles an hour to there. And you know what I can do? Because it's only, I can do this too. We only need the one-way trip, and that'll make him a lot faster on the way back. So let's do that. Now, why'd you go on that route? That's why I double tracked, so you could run on the other route here. So we're gonna let this guy drop off. That's right. So we can work on making profits. Then using this other track, I can run freight or something on there, or just shorter passenger lines. Look out! Yeah, see, that's why I wanted you on the other track. So what we're gonna do here. Let's you guys drop off here. Turn the lights off. We're just going to delete you altogether and see if we can't get you on the other. Oh, we've got no passengers. That doesn't help either. Yeah, that certainly doesn't help if we don't have the passengers to deliver either. Eesh. Demand food. So we're gonna have to work on our more of our profitability here to help. Let's see, which is New York demand? Lumber. So let's get lumber moving in here. There's that lumber yard. There's cattle. Yeah, let me do this. Where's our little lumber mill? Is this the lumber mill? Or the furniture plant, that's what it is. Okay. Oh. There you go, the Scranton Mill Company. Right, you're the closest. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue to get you somewhere here. So we're going to loop you around like this. And have you come across just like this here. So we can hopefully get New York building up here to get more passengers. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 12. So you know what? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 6. Take you to New York. We don't need anything on the way back, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and go. So we got our mogul rolling. And we can always add coal at some point. So we've only got 2 passengers lined up, so yeah, we're going to have to wait for this guy to hit Washington. He's almost there. And in Baltimore. Ooh. Hey Taz, how's it going? You didn't have to do bills, you probably wouldn't. Yeah. Choo-choo indeed. Choo-choo. A clickety-a-clockety. Alright, so let's see. Oh, you demand coal for steel. Well, okay, that's good. You have cattle. You turn cattle into food. That might come in handy. You demand food manufactured good. And trees and automobiles. What are my other victory conditions here? I know this the second stage here is just the net worth. Okay, we need a steel mill in New York. And we have to pick up 100 carloads of steel from New York. From New York steel mill to whoever needs steel. Who needs steel? That's the question. You don't need steel. I gotta see who needs steel. Oh my god. Nobody demands steel here. And of course you guys aren't. Easton produces steel. You demand paper. You don't demand steel. We're up here in our mountain towns. There we go. Here they are. You don't demand steel. You don't. Nope. It's not going to help if nobody demands steel. You process. Okay, York needs steel. Okay. York might be my only option here. York's my only option. Why, Abs? Why? Oh my god, Abs. Oh my god. Hey, Snake Eyes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ah, Hamilton Comic-Con. What's this about? It's about raising money for kids. See, Aerodash got the link there for you. And thank you, Soups Epic Games, for that explanation as well. It's an awesome program where you can help raise money for your local children's hospital by playing games. Streaming isn't required. Absolutely, streaming is not required whatsoever. After the 55,000 participants, I don't know the exact number, but there are quite a few participants that do not stream. Do not stream one little bit of game footage. And always, oops, I don't want to do that. But thanks. As always, is I say make sure you donate to yourself too. Donate to your own hospital through your own participant page too, and that'll help get the ball rolling as well. All right. I don't know about King of the Rails, but let's see. We've only got 4 years left here. Come on, mouse, cooperate with me. Oh, 14 years. Okay, we got 14 years. We're not even halfway through, though. That's the problem. That's the problem. We've got... Yeah, we're only getting 7 passengers load here, so I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if we're going to like it. Need a faster train. I don't know how well that's going to help us here. Alright, in the meantime, let's see if we can't get New York to grow up a little bit here. Of course, this isn't going to help because I can't, I have to get the rail attached. I gotta go from a rail. Trying to think how I want to do this, how I can get from here to there. Uh-oh. Government warns manufactured goods falter on unemployment worries. Yes, I know that's a problem. You know what? Let me see the financials here a bit. Where's my... Alright, we're still rising up in net worth. No real drops yet. Because I'm trying to see here if I grab up some stocks, because that'll help my net worth too. But they don't look like they're going to be dropping too drastically here. This is the problem here, again, with the game, into where we need to start from an already existing rail. We just can't run a line right across here. Like, really all I need to do. So we're gonna need this to run into New York anyway. So let's start with this. Now that's where the green is the more preferred connection, but it doesn't make sense to connect there. So we're just going to connect right into here like this. So I think what I can do now is do a double track. If I start the double track, I should be fine. Double track to right about here. Then we can cut off and go right over. Here we go, into there. So that's what we can do there. Let's get our terminal here. Our depot, I should say, depot there. That's a bit steep, but that's okay. We're going to be starting here. Don't need nothing that big. I think we can go mogul. We're going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to end here. We don't need anything on the return trip. I'll take care of that. We are okay with that. Because it's not just the victory conditions too. There is, there are certain rankings, as we saw last week when we actually completed the mission for the Southwest map, that there's actually certain levels that you can reach to in mogulhood, I guess, or robber baroness. And so I guess that's all to do with profits and everything else. So it's not just about completing the missions, but it's being as profitable and transporting as much as you can to rise up in those mogul ranks as well. Watching these kinds of games makes me want to play Civ. Yeah, I know. It's funny how it goes, because like I'll be caught up watching other people stream stuff. There's one guy I watch who streams Transport Fever. I'm like, wow, that looks cool. I want to play that one. But that's really where all this stuff came about. And actually, a lot of this stuff came about from watching Battery H, who's a regular in the channel here every now and again when he's not working. Who also happens to be the Judgment Gaming Extra Life team leader for us as well. But he was streaming like the American Truck Simulator game. And so that really got me hooked on wanting to play, Euro Truck Sim, Train Sim, American Truck Sim. He's doing a farming sim for Extra Life series now. Sort of like 100 Days of Gaming, but it's more or less 40 days of gaming for him because his marathon, he's starting his marathon on October 28th. So he's actually doing it the weekend before, specifically so he can enjoy and join in on the festivities on National Game Day. But through him doing American Truck Simulator and Farming Simulator sort of got me all hooked into wanting to do some of these sim games, one of which was the train sim. And that sort of came about from, the last couple of years on our summer vacations, we'd go to the Stroudsburg Railroad and just hanging out, taking the ride on the train, all that kind of stuff. I was like, you know what? I know there's train games out there. I feel like playing a train game. So that's really how Railroad Tycoon got started. And then, of course, with the Train Simulator and Battery doing the similar games, that's how it's all gotten me hooked on wanting to do all these games now that I'm playing. All right. Well, so what are we doing? Okay. You're bringing the lumber in. I was about to say, what I forgot already what we're doing here. So we got some manufactured goods. Good. All right, we're going to have some food coming in very shortly here. Need another couple of cattle loads here. Plenty of cattle to be had here. The one thing I am worried about here is we got 10 years and we're not even halfway through yet delivering our carloads of passengers. And we still got a lot of net worth to make up too. So I think what we'll want to do is get some more profitability going on here anyway. So we'll do we got grain here. Oh good, we got grain we can bring into Trenton. We'll have to come in on this side. So that's food too. You might want to do that. What I want to do right now, because the most profitable thing are passenger lines, so I definitely want to get passenger lines going here. 10-wheeler. I don't know if I need the 10-wheeler. What I should do, let me see something here, because we're using the Mogul here. 10-wheeler is not that much faster than the Mogul. So there's no sense upgrading our red line or red eye from New York to Washington for that. But what we will do, we will keep the, oops, I did not want to do that. I wanted to do this. So what we will do is keep our 10-wheeler. Start in Trenton. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 4. We'll do a mail too. We'll just do one mail car. Mail's not as profitable. Does everyone have ideas for game day yet? Yeah, I went through some of mine about when I'm doing it and sort of the games I've decided to play. But other than that, besides like say my purple hair challenge, where if I can raise $1,000 before then I'll dye my hair purple. Obviously, now that I've got the 2017 T-shirt, I will definitely be wearing the 2017 T-shirt during the marathon. I still got a few more games I got to pick though. I've got about where's my schedule again here? So again, starting off with Stronghold Kingdoms. And then, there I haven't really decided what the exact game schedule is going to be yet. Right now, I sort of have a rough list that I'm going to start in Stronghold Kingdoms. So I'm going to sort of do the MMOs first, Stronghold Kingdoms, pop into Star Trek Online, do Guild Wars. So that's going to be taking me the overnight hours. So that's about 8 hours into my marathon. So figures that's about midnight. I'd be ending Guild Wars. So I'm gonna have to change some things around if I want to do Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. So like, the overnight hours again, depending on what kind of audience I get overnight. Obviously, streaming is worldwide, so I can get a European audience or something. Clone Drone in the Danger Zone I'm going to do for a few hours. City Skylines, Golf with Friends. Golf with Friends I'm definitely going to do Saturday morning type time because I think Taz is still here. Yeah, Taz is Taz is in chat here. So Taz and I will actually be playing golf with friends together Saturday morning.
I'm done picking up that.
You're done picking up? Well, good job picking up. And of course, like I said, Atlas Reactor. So I still have with those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games I've got planned out. Yes, still here. Excellent. Yes, with those 7 games planned out, I still have about 5 hours left to fill. Of course, there's break times and times where, obviously I'm going to spend time talking about my hospital, which is the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, talking about my team, Judgment Gaming, and the community I'm a part of that has their own team. Okay, go give that to the cat. So that's going to take a couple of hours, figure. So I still have probably about 3 hours left to fill. So I've got probably one more game I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. So we're going to add another passenger train car there. Then we're going to go to Baltimore. And we're gonna actually leave it at those 3 guys. Then we're gonna stop back at Philly, and then we're good there. When we stop back at Philly, I think we can. Now we'll leave it at that for now. I'm doing split days part on November 3rd and November 4th. We might do an event at local library. Yeah, that too. Yeah, we've got game. I've been considering trying to do a stream from my hospital. But I've got to get with our guild and the hospital rep about that. So I think what I want to do is do what Quasimodo did last year. Freight pulling power. Yeah, let's grab that bit. Where he streamed from his hospital. So I sort of maybe want to do that for one of our Monday afternoon show here, because again, Monday's my day off, so that gives me all day to get down there, sort of get arranged stuff like that. And with nobody streaming ahead of me, we can do an even longer stream at the hospital. So at some point, of course, right now the time is school, Aaron's school, all the extracurricular sporting activities, stuff like that. So it's tough for me to volunteer outside of that and get that stuff arranged. But hopefully. That might be something to look. I can do maybe in the after Christmas, maybe late, January, February. Maybe try to do something like that. But yeah, that's something too. If you're a streamer looking to streaming from your hospital. What? Stop! I will take this mouse. Thank you. I need this mouse. This is my mouse, so I will keep that mouse. Thank you. This is your mouse. You can hold on to that mouse and the cat's mouses. Okay, you can leave it there. She is quite ornery. She has not napped today, so that's going to be a problem. But yeah, so if you're a streamer, look into you can also look into streaming at a location such as your hospital, or maybe if you have like a local gaming place, where people hang out, like a public, cafe or something like that. See if you can stream there. As I know, our Philadelphia Guild did something like that a couple of years ago, where they went to, I think it was like a billiard hall or something, a bunch of them, and streamed from there, which was pretty cool. So, all sorts of different stuff we can do here to try to generate interest in Extra Life and of course, help to raise money for our hospitals. Okay, we're down to 8 years here. All right, let's save where we're at here. I'm going to save this in a different file in case I need to back up quite a bit here. So we'll do this as number 2. So I will now have an additional save game file. Anyway. Guitar Freak, hey, how's it going? Long time no see. Long time. Guitar Freak, one of our regulars here on the Extra Life for Kids channel, hanging out with all the cool streamers here. As a matter of fact, who we got coming up next? Let me run out my... Oops. Let me run the schedule out again. Yeah, it is absolutely cool that this channel got partnered. Which means, of course, that people can now subscribe and cheer to the channel. As we can see, we've got a... if I'm pointing... I guess I need to point that way. If you look up there, we've got a 25,000 bit cheer, which is awesome. And again, through all the subscriptions, of course, the subscribe button's up there. All the subscriptions and all the subscription revenue and all the cheer revenue, again, goes directly to helping Extra Life as well. So that is excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Oh, thank you for the schedule too, because I can't type properly. So yes, we've got My Oh Mike and Zala's up tonight as well. So more great streamers to check out today. Oops, let's get back and hit the right buttons here. Okay. Okay. So I don't think New York has grown up too much yet. So we're not. So we need to get freight. So let's start hauling some freight from New York. You don't demand any freight. To Philly. So we can go New York to Philly on the freight. I don't know if I want to run another line here. A rail line just for that or not. But we do need to do, can I? Oh yeah, okay. So I can do another double track this way. Although that might be a bit problematic coming through here. I don't know. We'll find out. That way I can just do cargo from here to Philly. We'll get food now. We can run food from Newark to New York. So let's do that. We don't need anything too quick for that. We can well, something more than the North. So we'll go with the Mogul. Okay, so we're gonna go Newark. Food 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just go with 4 to New York. We can clear that out, and we'll be good there. So that'll get New York going. I think what I want to do now is double track this. So we do have to keep working on our net worth too. So that's one other thing I got to keep in mind here is we're not even halfway to the 20 million that we need for net worth wise. So we're just going to do this, double track this right into Philly. Now that we're triple tracked, okay, good. Well, it still works. Doesn't look quite correct, but hey, it still works for the purposes of the game anyway. So I'm not going to worry about that. So what do we got here? New York 8 cargo. So we're going to New York. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 10-wheeler I think is passenger. So we'll go Mogul for this guy too. 5. And we'll go close. Head right to Philly for that. We can clear that out. And we will okay that. So good. You're loading up. See, where are we? How close are we to this victory? How far are we from this victory condition zone? What do we get down here? 6 years. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to make it. So we'll see what happens when we don't make it. Oh, and there's Gomer Stroll, a.k.a. Sean. Hey, Sean, long time no see for you as well. Hey, hey, hey. Thanks for stopping by. We got all the gang in here today. Near Trenton. Yeah, oh, all right, with the 10-wheeler. All right. As a matter of fact, having Sean in chat reminds me too of things again that you can do. That I think who was it? Aerodash mentioned. Who mentioned it up here about getting something together with somebody else? Oh yeah, Soup's Epic Games. Doing it with a friend. We have a whole schedule planned out. We're going to be playing from midnight to 6 a.m. and may have the lights off, so that's going to be hard to survive. Yeah, but yeah, like Epic Soup here, or Soup's Epic. Playing with a friend, and that's what we did on National Game Day last year. Sean sort of corralled a bunch of us, myself, Battery H, who I've mentioned before, into playing Rocket League together, and of course that's how I ended up getting Steam installed and now having all these games to actually play. Because I swore for the longest time I'm never getting Steam. I don't want any of this Steam Origin or this digital delivery spyware content on my computer. But I figured, well, you know what? Hey, this is for a good cause. A bunch of us mates getting together to play a really cool game called Rocket League, and so let's do it. I'll do it. I'll do it for the cause. I'll take the hit, and that was all she wrote. Now I'm a Steam freak here, especially with them Steam sales. I'm waiting for the next Steam sale. It's coming up. We gotta have that winter Steam sale coming up. I got a whole bunch of games on the wish list I need. Playing Rocket League right now. Oh yeah, nice. See, now the problem is I just don't have enough time to play all this stuff I've got. It's like I want to play Rocket League, I just don't have time. You know, that might be a good one to add to my because I can actually stream Rocket League fairly reliably now. I had problems with it before, but that was my system. Sort of worked out some of my performance issues on my system that I was having for a while. But Rocket League might be a good potential for my marathon on the 3rd and the 4th. As I know we got quite a bit of people who have Rocket League. So Newark has grown up, but what about New York? We need more passengers in New York. So let me, in fact, let me write that. Hold on here, game here. Let me click out of that. You threw down Rocket League as a potential possibility there. I'm trying to think what else. I got an Atlas Reactor. I may want to do at least one, maybe two more Tryon World games too. I'll have to see. All those banners. Alright. So we got some freight hauling. Well, we're about almost halfway through our net worth goal here. And we still got some time for that, but we've got 4 years to deliver 12 more carloads of passengers. Unfortunately, New York just doesn't have the supply. That's the problem. New York does not have the supply that we need. And here comes, in fact, here comes the passenger engine now. So we've got 6. We need 12 more. So that's 2 more trips. Yeah, and there's no way to do double trains. I can't add another train because there's just not enough people in New York to do it. So I'm thinking maybe I can game this system here a little bit. And once we have 6 people available in New York, start another train then and get it on its way. That way I don't have to wait for this one to come back. That might be how I have to do it. Does Extra Life have a Twitch team? I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, a lot of us on the stream team at least to have our own different teams we play on. Like Sean definitely has, Sean has his team. Like I said, I actually play on Judgment Gaming, which is Battery H's team. Now he's not part of the stream team. We actually met through Star Wars: The Old Republic Guild, but he does Extra Life too, and so he started up the Judgment Gaming team that I've been a member on. Okay, yeah, thanks, Sean. Not per se. But we have a roster of folks who stream on the channel itself. Yeah, so that's essentially what we do here. We have a stream team, which I guess this is the second year. I'm trying to think, because it was the stream team had just started a few months before I actually joined the stream team last summer. So we're I think going to celebrate. The stream team is going to celebrate its second anniversary, I think, this fall. But that's sort of what we're doing here as a stream team. We're sort of just your everyday average streamer. Who's also an Extra Life participant who, applied to be able to be part of this team of streamers to stream year-round on the Extra Life for Kids channel. That way there's always something going on year-round on this channel and not just on National Game Day per se or special event weekends. That way we got something going on throughout the week all year-round. So I think that's the closest we have is to an official Extra Life team is the stream team. Yes, absolutely. This is all kid-friendly content here. All talking about Extra Life and how to participate and how to join and, ideas for fundraising, all that kind of stuff. That's our primary purpose here. We got 3 people in New York, and time is running short. I have to go pick up Aaron. Speaking of the child, well, that's the child devil there, the child angel. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I am going to have to end here in another minute or two. That way we can go pick up ye child. See, I'm gonna be able to get a. Where are we at here? We're 2 years off. It's only going to take 2 years to get down there. Let me see something here. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Victory condition. Resume game. That's what I want to do. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I've enjoyed doing this for the last, I guess, about a year and a half now. I started in June of last year, so almost a year and a half. It's great fun to be able to do this, and it's, again, with my everything going on in real life and the kids and the family and work, it's kind of tough to do extra stuff for Extra Life to try to promote Extra Life as much as I really want to. It's like I've got so much going on, I can't even really participate with the Philadelphia Guild yet. I've been able to attend a couple of the guild meetings through video conference, but again, just so much else going on in real life. At least this is something I can do that allows me to help Extra Life and the kids, all the kids of all these hospitals even more. So, just something I love doing. All right, we're actually only 5 short here. She teached Abby to do her job. Yeah, I know. Child angel. Say that without hurting your mouth. Yeah, I know. Gonna burst into flames here. All right, so let me do this right quick. I'm gonna be late picking up Aaron anyway, so. Well, hey, it's all for the kids, right? All a good cause. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm gonna have to skedaddle, so we can go pick up Aaron. I'm going to see if this works and if I can get this guy. This is going to be our fastest engine. Alright, so we're going to stick with him. We're going to go New York. 1, 2, we only need 5, 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we're going to do that. Down directly to Washington, D.C. What I want to do, though, is wait until we get that last, our 5th passenger lined up here. So we're going to do that. Washington, you know, I might as well leave the cars there because we only need to make that one trip there. So we're going to okay that. So we just need one more to pop. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to save the game here. And we'll find out whether this works or not next week. So we'll be back next week to see if we can finish off this scenario. And I'm going to do this under number 2. Okay. I just got to remember it's under number 2. Man, so close to this 50. I know. And the problem is that New York, it all depends on the city that you're starting from having enough passengers to load up the train. Unfortunately, New York has just been shy. Otherwise, I would run 2 trains back and forth. I would have been running 2 trains, but there's not enough passengers in New York to do that. So I've got to run 1 train there and back again. But hopefully this can work. It's been taking, right now with the older trains, it's taken about, I think, 4 years to get down there. Hopefully with these trains will be a little bit faster, less passengers and stuff like that. So fingers crossed. We'll find out next week. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, everybody. My own Mike is up in a couple of hours. He'll be up at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, so that's 2 hours from now. Be sure to come back and join him. Thank you for the shout out too. So yes, if you guys out there like more of these games, like a lot of the retro stuff I like, a lot of the sandbox building stuff like City Skylines, you know, my stream schedule here, or the games I got lined up, you know, Stronghold Kingdoms, Star Trek Online, Guild Wars, Skylines, Golf with Friends, Atlas Reactor. I play all this stuff on a regular basis on my channel. So please, if you like what I'm doing here today, please check me out. And of course, you can always check me out right here at this time, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, every Monday afternoon, right here on Extra Life for Kids, playing some fun Extra Life stuff. And as a matter of fact, in 2 weeks, we'll be doing a little bit of Guild Wars for Halloween. But next week, right back here to see how well we can get through this scenario for Sid Meier's Railroads. In the meantime, thanks for joining me, everybody. I'll be back again next week. Have fun. See you in game. Where's my outro slide? There it is. Ha ha ha.